Right, just got back. It's a bit late, but better late than never, eh? 19th of September 2025. The song is Half the World Away. I think, I'm not sure, it's Oasis. So a little oasis, a place of tranquility, peace, refreshment, halfway around the world. Wouldn't that be nice? Someone might be halfway around the world away from you. And most of you lot are half the way around the world from me. So I hope you've got your little oasis, your place of peace. I'm going to try and concentrate on some meditation because it's sorely needed after the last few days. Mum's okay, but she's tiring now. I think she's had enough. So yeah, it's not been a good few days, I have to say. So let's see. Half the world away. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Mentally, not physically. So I hope you lot are doing well. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch, Kristen. I will, love. As soon as I get 5 minutes to myself, I shall be on the blower. So we need a catch up. Oh, let's see. First house, Aries, Venus and Pisces. So 12th house, victims and martyrs. Aries is the little pocket rocket. Puts the rocket up our backside, makes us get going, gives us the passion to move forwards. So let's see. $19 is the sun. It's about travel, so halfway across the world, perhaps. It's a Leo card. Sunflowers, children. Oh, it's in the first pile, so it's urgent then. Usually means something being exposed or coming to light. Which ends in our happiness, so it's usually good if it's the right way up. But if not, then I could be in trouble. So, it takes a village to raise a child. So they say this gentleman's got a village. Unfortunately, that village isn't any help because they are not your people, they are not your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. You're wasting your time. 6 years. I've got that maternal energy back on my shoulder again. It's been coming the past few days. But then we even go further. We waste another year on something that's no longer serving us. That's the apple tree. We don't chop the apple tree down when it doesn't give us a good crop. We just prune the branches and feed the roots. This is about not giving up, but realising that intentionally or unintentionally, something you has done has brought you to where you are now. And it's not a satisfying place to be. But comparison is not your friend, and life is not a race. So don't give up. and power away what no longer serves you. Justice will be served. Number 11, Libra. We come into Libra on the 21st, I believe. So that could be important. The number 11, justice will be served. It's partnerships, it's for the lads, the colon, the prostate, which is good news because it's in the upright. It's open enemies. Insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. If you take the left-hand path, you will carry on going round in circles and keep coming back to this crossroads. A year later, 2 years later, 3 years later. Or you can take the path less travelled, the one you don't want to take because it's full of brambles and rocks and you might stumble and fall. So you decide now to take that other path, the one you didn't want to take. There's a Leo in the background there. So this is the Leo card. It is obstacles being removed, being able to travel where you want, and the hero. So fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a young child, or an immature energy, somebody who's full of action but lacks stamina. 11th house, Aquarius, the Canada geese, which is very lucky, the David star, so the name David, the name Fred, and number 17, person living or past, date for your diary and address. The ankles and the legs healing. This is about facing the chaos, because if you do not prepared to face the chaos, be like Pandora and leave hope in the box, so lose hope, you will fail. You have to stand up, you have to face the chaos, because out of that chaos will come order. There is lies, deceit and theft here, and somebody has stolen your thunder, your victory. Because there's the victory wreath and it looks like Aries or Scorpio flying off with it there. Lies, deceit and theft. Confused mind, mind games. So 1 week of that. Somebody playing silly beggars. So the most important card here is justice. And justice needs to be seen, to be served, not just talked about. Anybody can say they've done something. It's actually putting the actions behind the words. That's the most important thing. A little less conversation, a little more action, please. Yeah, time to move on. Travel across water. Half a world away. 6 weeks. A loss of a home, an unhappy home life, or repairs need doing in the home. A celebration called off. The home is not a home without fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door, and this one hasn't got it. Yeah, so we're not going to sit on the fence anymore. We've got another 2, so we have decisions to make. If you are torn, you must chuck a coin up in the air. Before it lands, you will know what that decision must be, because you'll be hoping and praying it lands a certain way. You need to find your new team. The green light of go from Spirit. So we graduate from the decision to building the foundations for this new part of your life. There will be no apology. Hell will freeze over first. This is terrorism. This is people in uniform. This is those of a dark complexion. This is Manchester, the bees, arenas, and again, so we've doubled up now. We've got what we started with. These are not your people. These are not your tribe. So stubbornness, stagnation, getting nowhere. You must heal yourself before you can heal others. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. And these people never see. There is a great loss of wealth or status by someone. It could be that this is a Capricorn that's very unhappy, or it could be someone who was once a good friend who is now a dangerous enemy. And another 3, so impatience. Somebody waiting for their ships to come in. It's time to let go of this heavy load. It was probably not yours to carry in the first place. 10 of Wands. This burden needs to end. There it is again. You must face the chaos. 17, very important. Face the chaos head on, and then there will be hope, healing, and freedom. You are the storm. You're in the middle of it. You let all the chaos go on around you and keep facing your true north. There will be violent battles, bloodshed for some, 5 weeks. This is not going to be easy. There are those in this world that want to win and they don't care how they do it. They will play the martyr, the Pisces energy. They will sacrifice their lives to get what they want. They don't care about anything or anyone. But what they don't realise is nobody wins this and everyone will regret it. This is a nightmare situation, but the cage door has always been open and you can leave at any time. 9 weeks. There is fear of the future, putting things off until tomorrow. The names Zoe, Katie, Richard, the Lord Mayor of London. Negative energy, 22. Putting things off to tomorrow that should be done today. There we have it again, impatience. Somebody is getting very impatient because you keep putting this off. You are being watched, you are being observed. You need to get clear in your mind. You need to speak your truth and shame the devil. When you do, success will be yours. Financial success through or for a woman. Leo energy again. Lily, Daisy, Rose. Somebody here is all about success, all about status. And there is a celebration, like I said, that's called off, that you are uninvited from. Could be a third party because it's got 3 3s. Something coming between you and what you want. Be it emotionally, not financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and it could be to do with children, schools, which Kristen just mentioned in the comments, and have been going through it. Someone from the past may return that carries a negative energy, or there is bad memories connected to this. Childhood trauma, child abuse, or some sort of problems with children. So here we go. First house is about the face, the head, the aha moment, the colour white, which is your crown chakra, your self-incarnation, your self-image, your separateness, your individuality, your physical characteristics, and your personal appearance, expectations and environments. Planets and signs in the first house pervade the whole of life, describing particular expectations and the way in which interactions with the world takes place. We have Capricorn, so expect early life to be onerous. Leo, we have Leo, anticipate happier times. We have, we haven't got Saturn. Neptune is dreamy and deceptive environment, so this is a deceptive environment. Deception. Venus in Pisces. You become the victim or the martyr in a situation, doing things because you have to, not because you want to. Desire's emotional melding, romantic, accommodating, seductive, but elusive. Venus in Pisces confuses with lust with love, falls quickly into birth, and is attracted to a fantasy. It doesn't exist. These are not your people. This is not your tribe. So, T-wise, the sacrifice isn't worth it. A letter T. So Capricorn energy because of the wolf, Fenris. The star there, we've got the star there. So David, star, Aquarius, North Node. It's the guiding star. Well does it keep faith with princes. So Prince William, Harry, Louis, George in our country. It is ever on course over the mists of night and never fails. And you won't fail if you face the chaos. It's a one-handed among the gods, leaving of wolf and king of temples. So the king of temples would be, to some, Jesus Christ. Someone may have lost a hand or the use of a hand, or someone may be left-handed. It's the letter T. Is symbolic of the North Star, which never fails, and vows unbreakable oaths. The custom of holding up one's right hand while taking an oath, perhaps in court. I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it should be the truth. If you are lying or you are forced into a binding agreement that you should never make. So, it's the god of war, the compass needle, so travel, justice, who was first mentioned in the Roman writer Tacitus, who claimed that Tiwaz was the king of the Germanic gods, so Germany perhaps, and Odin, Wednesday, so Pisces, hung from the tree, number 12. Tiwaz took a humbler form. He was known as Tiu, and it is from his name that we derive our word Tuesday, so Tuesday and Wednesday. His most famous story involves a monstrous wolf called Fenris, who had grown so large that he threatened to devour the universe to satisfy his ravenous hunger. So someone, the Fabian Society probably, wants to take over the universe, and the gods tried to bind the monster with ropes and chains, but these proved to be no restraint. He broke them easily with a shrug. Eventually, one of the dwarf craftsmen made an enchanted ribbon that was fine, so it's all illusion, as a woman's hair, and swore that this alone would be strong enough to fetter the beast. However, that beast scented magic and refused to allow the gods to bind him. So brave Tia stepped forward and offered to place his right hand in the mouth of the monster as a guarantee that all would be well. To the relief of the gods, the bindings held, and Fenris Wolf was imprisoned. Now the monster took his revenge by biting off that extended hand. So never bite the hand that feeds you. Binding oaths are indicated, but it is in the reverse. Selfishness, dishonourable actions, and turning one's back on your responsibilities. Women should not trust their men so readily, because in this position the rune often denotes a shallow relationship. So this relationship was never meant to last in the first place. And then we have dandelion, number 7. So the lion, the dandelion. Somebody who's all illusion, all fuss and material things. Number 7. 7th house is Libra, so well done. The Latin name is Taraxacum officinale. Jupiter and the Sun. And we've got the Sun in there. So dandelions hold a special childhood magic. Well, this childhood magic wasn't very nice. Images of wishing on their puffball seeds. Your wishes and dreams can come true, but you've got to face the chaos. But that hides powerful medicine and magic found in these humble yet kingly flowers. So kings and princes we have, named for the French Dante de Leon, or lion's tooth. These yellow flowers are medicine for the liver, and because of this are considered Jupiterian herbs, as the liver tonics are. Jupiter herbs, as well as solar herbs with the solar lion imagery, are for health and wealth, prosperity and success, but we've got them in the reverse. The deep taproot of the dandelion, where a lot of power is, help us ground our dreams into reality, manifest our goals. The tenacious nature growing even in concrete teaches us how to never give up, and that's what Spirit said. Do not give in, do not bend the knee to anyone except your God. Burned as incense and brewed with rising steam can summon the spirits. It is to release all that prevents us from being joyful and successful, the blockages that are in our path, particularly any angers or grudges we hold onto that harm us. As a liver herb, the spirit of dandelion helps us release emotional poisons and relax into our true self, when we are too tense to embody who we really are on a soul level. The solar qualities conjuring the magic of the astrological sign of Leo help us shine, allowing us to reclaim our playful child self and be who we were meant to be before we were hurt by others. The flying nature of these seeds helps us dream and fly about, reaching new lands and having new adventures that we didn't think were possible. So you are holding on to anger or poison and need to purge is the message. What is preventing you from moving forward and shining? What toxicity are you holding on to internally, and why? Learn to release it. You must be joyful and strong. How are we doing for time? Oh, and there we have the salamander, which is the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius again. And believe it or not, it is the number 17. So that 17 is massively important and cannot be ignored. David, Aquarius, Fred, and the fire signs, the salamander and the black pepper, the sudden inspiration, an aha moment, the light bulb goes on. 17. So, symbols of fire and heat, the salamander and black pepper can call us to be full of energy and inspired. Both Aristotle and Pliny the Elder wrote of the salamander's ability to withstand the flames, and so shall you. And the creature's association with fire is echoed in ancient Greek myth. Black pepper or peppercorns has a earthy flavour with a spicy kick, making it a perfect match for the fire-friendly salamander. A new opportunity awaits. To fulfill it, you must remain inspired, applying your full energy to your creative endeavours. What is it that inspires you? And how do you invite and incorporate more inspiration into your life? And I believe we've got time, so we shall have one of these. I'm not going to mess about too much. Gaia's Garden, E18, so 17 and 18. You are not tending to your garden. So, there's a problem. Mother Earth is not happy. 18. What are we on? When Gaia appears in the garden, she gently points out that you've forgotten to give back to this world, or perhaps you've become lazy, expecting fruit to fall from the trees while you rest below its leaves. Gardens require tending, water, food for the soil. Everything you have within you is needed in this world, so don't underestimate the power of what you have to offer. Timely effort is called for when Gaia challenges you to help in her garden. So ask not what you will get, but what you can give. You'll be pleasantly surprised by this change of perception. Be careful not to procrastinate, putting things off till tomorrow, or your window of current opportunity will close. Yet even if you do miss this one, as long as you're willing to help in the garden, you'll most certainly see another. So don't give up, is what they're saying. Quickly, we'll pick one of these before the camera turns off. And it is, listen to your intuition. Go within. When you pull the listen to your intuition card, you already know the answer to you are looking for. It is calling you to develop and nurture your intuition. What answers lie within? This is one of the cards that might come up if you keep asking the same question over and over again. You will get the same answer, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.